found myself a little busy this week working on several things at once, so I decided to put out a quick video talking about what we know and think we know about the system announcements. We'll go from the unlikely to the slightly likely to the most definite. Let's start with Sony. At the end of last year, there were speculations flying that Sony was working on some new system. It was rumored it would include Kinect-like controls that might be revealed at this E3. Now, several different sources have put that to rest. Sony will not be revealing a new system at this E3. We all know that the PS3 was built with a 10-year cycle in mind, and Sony says they have no plans on breaking that cycle yet. But history has shown that they release the system about every 6 years or so, so if history is to repeat itself, we might be hearing something sooner rather than later. But what about these Kinect-like controls? Will the next system have some kind of wireless setup like the Xbox 360? It wouldn't surprise me. Sony is first class when it comes to making systems. But for some reason, when it comes to controllers, they tend to take ideas from others and improve on them. First it was the SNES with the button layout. Next it was the N64 with the analog stick. Then we had the Wii and the 6-axis, and then the Wii and the Move. Now that Microsoft has proven that playing games with no controller works well, it wouldn't surprise me if Sony came out with the PS4 Reach or Grab or Fondle or Gyrate or whatever. While we're on the subject, let's take a look at Microsoft. It is believed that the next generation of the Kinect is in the works. Some people believe that it may mean a new system altogether. It might not be the case. It could be just some Kinect 3.0 patch or something. But it has been said that some companies like EA, already have early versions of the new system to play around with. Could we be hearing something at this year's E3? Why rush it out? The 360 just had a very successful holiday season. After almost 7 years, in many ways, they're just hitting their stride. Well, at least in the States. In Japan, not so much. The only reason to reveal something at this E3 is to get ahead of Sony again and steal some of Nintendo's thunder. Which brings us to the Wii U. Finally, a Nintendo system in HD. Maybe, just maybe I won't ever have to hear that phrase again. It's good for a Wii game. You know, even though it was announced almost 9 months ago, we still don't know much about it. We got some news about the Nintendo Network, which is their next step in their online presence. With personal accounts in the Wii U, it is a step in the right direction. It's also been revealed that the controller has something called near-field communication, a way to download data from objects like Skylander does. That could be huge, or it could be another great idea from Nintendo that they only utilize 3 or 4 times, then forget about it. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But look at this. Look at the Wii controller, and look at the 3DS. Wii controller, 3DS. And come on, there's gotta be something going on here. Could you use a 3DS as a second controller? Take a note from Sony this time, Nintendo, and make the 3DS work with the Wii U the way the Vita works with the PS3. You know, this is the best thing about waiting for E3. The little teasers and tidbits the companies release beforehand to get you fired up for the event. And while I will eat it all up, I hope it doesn't get too out of hand. Because you know why the Super Bowl commercials were pretty boring this year? Because you could watch almost all of them online a week before the game.